Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Baldy Chris, and this is now episode 3 of The Witness Beam by Beam, where we finished up last time on top of the mountain where the laser beams are converging up there. Now, I've already forced my hand by putting a title on this stream before I got started, so I'm going to be playing in the Monastery today. Just as soon as ever I find the path down from the top of this mountain. There is one. I know there is one. After all, I came up here, didn't I? How am I not finding this? This is ridiculous. There we are. There we are. So yeah, we'll head back down. And then there's a new thing that wouldn't have been seen on the way up. It's quite well disguised. Coming up, you just don't see it at all. Coming down, it's just there. I'll have a quick look in here. And we have seen this puzzle type before, or the two puzzle types that we've got going on. So there will be a symmetrical yellow line coming out, which needs to pick up the yellow dots, and then we need to separate the black and white dots as well. So oh, hello, Sir Dragon Hunter. Welcome along. Yes, you're here very early doors this time. Right, yeah, I'm just picking up one of the trickier puzzles to unlock one of the little vault rooms, and I'm kind of losing track of how far I need to go on this. So that is 3 along. So that should have picked up the yellow dot with the invisible line, and yeah, I can't get past that. And I somehow need to get my blue line to the top as well, so let's abandon that one for the time being. So that's got the yellow dot, and that's got my blue dot. Man, brain ache. Try fully boxing off that black one. I very much doubt that's picked up the central yellow dot. It has not. Or something's failed at least. Okay, so if I come along 3 and then box off there, that should take care of the black one up at the top with the yellow line. And that would also take care of the white one with the yellow line, I believe. This is tricky. So if I go along like that, pretty sure the yellow dot should have been picked up there. Yes, it has. Can I just go straight up the side now? Oh, not quite. Damn it, thought I had it there. Right, so that's not going to work, unfortunately. So that's boxed off the black one. That boxes off a black one. And I believe should have picked up the yellow dot. I think that's valid. It is. Good. God, I feel so under pressure doing this with people watching me. There's 3 of you now as well. Hello, everybody. Say hello, join in. tell us a bit about yourselves, where you're from. Have you been playing The Witness, or are you just curious about it? So I've opened up the little vault room. Here is the vault. Very easy to open the vaults themselves. And there's a hexagonal code. You don't get very many of these. I think there's about half a dozen in the game. And my advice is, when you see them, take a picture of them on your phone to save them for later. I did show in the earlier episode where they're used. Which you're not going to be able to see it from here. But they are used in a little audio-visual theatre underneath the windmill in the town area of the game. So yeah, you probably can't even. Oh, you can just about see the windmill there poking between the cliff and the trees. That's where that would be used. But that isn't precisely where we're headed at the minute. I just need to get back off the mountain, which was quite a detour in the first place, really. Can't get into the mountain until we've lit up at least 7 beams, and at the moment the intent is to light up the 3rd beam. If I can get us back to the monastery area. Get in indeed, yes. Yeah, I was kind of worried that I would need to start looking at solutions to online, just so that my video isn't just me going for like hours at a time. It's distinctly possible despite having previously completed the game. So I left that little dot puzzle on the gate there. That's one I'm going to come back to that area at a different stage. So there's the keep that we did in the last episode, far enough up to the mountain. And here's the monastery over here. Which initially that gate's closed and you have to open it from the other side, but it's very easy to access the other side of the monastery from the town area. So yeah, we've got the monastery itself, which is looking in a bit of disrepair. We've got a sort of garden area. I think again this gate can only be opened from the other side. Monastery pretty much falling down there. So that's powered up one half of the gates, or the internal gates. And that should open it up fully. It will. I'll just see if there's anything worth seeing around this side. Don't think that there actually is. Nothing puzzle relevant anyway. And yep, got trees growing up around the place inside the monastery itself. You can look out through the gaps, which can sometimes highlight individual images within the sculpture that's outside. That sort of lines up, does it? Anyway, so there's not a great deal inside the monastery itself, just this little pedestal with a bonsai tree on it and a whole bunch of panels that aren't lit up. So this panel is a bit different to ones we've seen previously, in that it's more a part of the environment than a separate puzzle panel, but it is one we can do. Now, you can't actually go past the stem of the tree itself, because you need to have a line of sight to actually do this particular puzzle. It can be solved in a number of ways. And that should open some shutters on the outside of the building. There we go, let's open those shutters. Less helpfully, that isn't the set of shutters that I wanted to open, however. Let's try this from a different angle. Trying to work out. Oh, there we are. It does light up a little power line coming off there. So what shutters are opening now? One's down at this end. Is that helpful? Don't think that it truly is, unfortunately. No. Okay. Another solution on this one. So I think it's this side that I'm trying to light up. Hopefully that should do the trick. Oh, might need to change my viewpoint a little. Very typical. I think I've done, yeah, I've done the ones over here. Which, again, were not the ones I actually wanted to do. So, what I'm getting is the side that's left empty is the side that's powered up. So, hopefully, this time round, that should do the trick, shouldn't it? So these shutters that should now be opening. And sure enough, they are, so happy with that. Now, again, it's slightly less obvious where the puzzle panels actually were compared to other areas, but we have got power lines here, and this is now powered up. And I need to center it in the field of vision. There aren't any clues as to how you actually complete the puzzle panel, though. I mean, that gets from A to B, so that should work. Hello, Pengisway. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's not my first time playing this now. I've completed it on a different account. Got the platinum trophy on the PlayStation with it. But I did like the game. I'm going back to it now after what's probably about a 6-month break, something like that. So I don't remember the puzzles entirely, or at all. In fact, this is probably obvious. I'm just trying to recreate them now and let people see the game for themselves when I've got it either on Twitch or on YouTube. And yeah, hopefully they'll be inclined to get it themselves, because I think it's a brilliant game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't know a great deal about it beforehand. I got it free from Sony earlier in the year, and I was very, very impressed with it. But yeah, so the puzzle outside there, not a whole lot of clues as to what's the correct route across the grid, given that it looks like you can do any old route you choose. But it's only when you come inside that you can start to see what it might be, based on trying to find the exact right perspective from inside the monastery. So, trick is getting the circle to line up, the start circle. There we are. Might even be able to trigger that from here, which is definitely an easier way of doing it. So we've got that one lit up, and the second one is powered up. So where's the circular bit in this tree puzzle? Slight problem with this area is that if you don't get this one right, I think it resets and you have to go and redo the previous panel as well. So is Pengui from Sweden as well? Am I getting a following in Sweden? This is most unexpected. But, you know, just pleased to have someone watching. You're most welcome. Why can I not see the start circle on this? Why? Ah, because I'm looking in the wrong place. That would be why. Just trying to get the perspective to line up. So I think we've got it there. That clearly did not work. I'm not 100% sure why. That felt good to me. Has it reset the previous one as well? I thought they did. Yeah, it does. You need to redo it to reactivate the power on the next bit. So at least we know roughly where it is. Ah, I think I know what I've done here. So we've got a broken stick there. So we're not actually seeing the full solution that it would be. So I believe, hopefully I've got enough viewing on there to get the lines drawn in. I believe I'd have to come down there. God, it's so hard to get these lined up. Yeah. So come down there to the outside, and then it might be that you need to follow the contours there as well. Not sure why you can't go around the very top corner. Is that it? That is the one. And now, sort of true to form with this game, I know we need to look through the shutters, but there's a whole load of shit that's fallen in the way, so we're going to have to head outside and try and work out what we're doing. So this one starts at the top, and looks like a fairly straight line, but of course I'm looking at this the wrong way, so if that goes to the left here, it'll go to the right on the actual puzzle panel. Okay, just trying to work out the dimensions. Oh, it's a bit frustrating. So, is that it? Or should I be taking a picture of this? Which feels a little bit lame this early on. Yeah, look, must be 1, 2, 2, 1. Let's see if I can manage that. That's 1, 2. Get the screen actually centered. 1, 2, 2, 1. There, that feels right. It was, thank goodness. Ah, there we are. There's the gate opening. Right, so it's that gate that can only be opened from the other side. It's not strictly necessary. I think that's just a shortcut to be able to get into this area a little better. And then yeah, just got this sort of nice little rockery in here. So yeah, like I say, just a shortcut. It's not one I'm going to focus on because I don't think it helps a great deal, and certainly isn't needed towards getting the beam lit up. So where does the power go now? It has gone in here. We must have a panel lit up inside now. Yes, we do. And I'm hoping this isn't going to reset the previous panel. Good, it doesn't. So again, no real clues as to how to complete that grid, and there's far too many options to just guess at it. And the mechanic is the same as before, but we need to bring in the perspective of some branches, if you can believe that, to be able to do it. So I think that's the right angle there. That should do the trick. It does. Oh, there's the panel there. So is that the same branches that I need to look through? Where's the start point even? Okay. Right. Yeah, I feel like I'm not quite getting this lined up correctly. Maybe that's it. Not quite, 'cause I can't block around that. Yeah, just not quite getting this alignment correct. That feels right. Yes, good. Get in fact. Which may be a little bit early to be celebrating, but here we go. So I've got the similar sort of mechanic again. Again, it's trying to find the sweet spot where it'll all line up magically. Which that doesn't quite do, does it? I think it might actually be a slightly different mechanic this time. I think it might be that we follow the branches rather than avoid them. Not 100% sure. Certainly finding it very difficult to get a clear path through. I mean, that sort of looks like there's a clear path. No, that's been blocked. Very difficult having the branches be the exact same colour as the background. Might be one that we need to do without the branches in the way as well. Just for ease of drawing. I mean, to be fair, that looks like I should be able to do it. Oh no, been blocked again. Yeah, it's that second stick there that I'm not seeing against the grid. Very annoying. That can't be right. Thought that was a little bit too much to hope for. Oh right, okay. That branch there that I'm trying to highlight against the floor, that one there, that looks to be a circular bit, so that must be the start point. Now it's a question of trying to work out what route it's actually telling me to do. So I think it's saying left 2, up 2, left 2, up 1, right 2. Oh, there it comes down again. Oh yes it does. I might need to write this down. I haven't got a bit of paper to hand, give me a second. Where's a bit of paper? Oh, here we are. Yeah, so just wandering around the kitchen, presumably you can still hear me, but nothing much happening on screen. Okay, yeah, pen and paper is definitely a useful tool for this. So I said left 2, up 2, left 1, up 1, right 2, and that's down 2, right 1. I have to shift this perspective a little bit to get that back again. Actually, no, maybe that was down 1. Down 1, right 1, up 2, left 3, I think. Let's put that to the test. So, left 2, up 2, left 1, up 1, right 2, down 1, right 1, up 2, left 3. Well, it's worth getting the pen and paper. Okay. And now this one is even more frustrating. Again, it's the same sort of mechanic. So trying to find the circular bit of branch, which is there, and then map it on top of this grid here. But you can see that well, it's kind of difficult to see against the background, but there's 2 branches that don't join up, which is very annoying. But he's done the same sort of thing as he's done before, because we've got this sneaky one down here on the floor, which has dropped off. There's a question of working out where it's dropped off from. And putting the 2 bits together. Quite honestly, I'm not 100% sure. So how far does that cover? That goes down 4 in total, I would say. And how big's the grid? 6. So in fact, if it also goes across to the left, which it must do, then it can't start from the leftmost part. It must start from this bit here, would be my reckoning. Otherwise it will never make it. So let's try and get that aligned a little bit. So I reckon that we've got left 2, down 3 by the look of it, which should take it all the way to the bottom, and then maybe I've got that wrong. Oh, it's so hard to know. Or is there more of this that I'm not aligning properly? And who grew these damn trees anyway? It is just the one bit that's fallen off. Ah, actually, maybe it comes off that bit of the tree rather than... Whoops. rather than that bit. So right 2, down 2, sorry, left 2, down 2, and then we've got right 1, up 1, right 1, then the bit on the floor, down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, down 2. Let's see if that goes in. So left 2, down 2, right 1, up 1, right 1, down 1. That can't go left 1. That's a lie. So maybe that's down 2, then left 1, down 1, left 1, down 2, which doesn't get me there at all. Damn it! Thought I had that there. That is annoying. Let's look at that again. See what I cocked up. Or does it then have to join up to that bottom bit there? Oh, it probably does, doesn't it? So how does it join to that bottom bit? Let's see, down to that one. Really struggling to see how that goes together. Unless the bit it's broken off from is there. Well, I still don't think that makes sense. Quite annoying not being able to see it all on screen at once. You guys got any hints? No. Oh well. Let's see. Let's see what we can do with this. It's there somewhere, and I don't want to resort to looking this up. I think this is even the last puzzle in the area as well, so this should be a short one, a short video. It should be. If I was a speedrunner, I'd have had it done in like 30 seconds, because the solutions in this never change. If you do know them off by heart, which speedrunners do, then you can just mash them all out without paying a blind bit of attention. Is there any other place to look from, Pengy? Let me see. I feel like I've got it right. I feel like it has to be that one there, because these bits were used for that puzzle. Yeah, see if I can spot where it has actually broken off from. That would be very helpful. It's annoying because over here the break was sort of fairly clearly demonstrated. In fact, there were two breaks, which is why I couldn't go across the top corner of that puzzle, because there would have been a stick coming in along there, which would have blocked that off as well. But where the breaks are here is far less evident. But I mean, that's got to be right. That must be right. And the stick on the floor can't come from the very far left bit, I don't think. So yeah, I don't think it can come from there, because otherwise it creates a square. Also don't think it can come from there, because otherwise it would create a square branch. It wouldn't create a square on the grid we're tracing. And go down one, down. I don't know, maybe that is it. It's really annoying to then shift your perspective to try and enter the solution. I'll try it as if it came from there, but I don't think it can. No, that was not it. Is that what I just did? So I'm going to stop trying to do the same thing over and over. That is the definition of madness. Whoops. I mean, it has to be that it steps down to the left rather than it's turned round and would step to the right, because we've got to get across to the left. But yeah, I can't go across there. And that would intersect with the bottom branch. Oh, there we are. Took a while. But yeah, so we've got a power line leading outside now. Let's find out if I was right about this being the area puzzle solved. Oh, there we are. Not quite solved, but I think even I can cope with this bit. Thank you, Pengy. Yeah, I was very pleased to get that done. It was proving to be a little bit frustrating, but yeah, that should now trigger the trophy. Yep, trophy earned for Monastery. We'll just let the box come out and fire its laser. I think we know where it's going to go. I actually can't see where it's going to go. Is it going to go through the tree? So yeah, this is one of the, as I said, shorter areas in the game, and relatively manageable. I think there's only what 7 puzzle panels to get that done. That's got to be one of the quickest ones to do. If you know the solutions to them, trying to work them out was obviously quite a bit longer. So we've been going nearly 40 minutes. So it's taken me 5 or 6 minutes on average to do each of the puzzle panels. I suspect mainly the last one. But yeah, that one's lit up for Monastery. So Since the series is beam by beam, I'm going to have to call the episode to a close there, but thank you both for watching. And I will be doing another one of these at some point today, I should think. Um, when I finish it first, yeah, so I'm trying to avoid doing spoilers here, but when I first finished it, I opened up 7 of the beams, which is enough to get you into the mountain, and did get a finish that way round. I did then come back to it and do all 11 and get into the other finish area, and then I tried to complete all the obelisks as well. I've talked about the obelisks before, so I don't mind mentioning the obelisks. Yeah, completed all of them. I think in the end I finished up with about 4 puzzle panels missing somewhere along the line. Sometimes they're just things like doors or things like that. So I wasn't quite on 100%. I think there's something like 500 odd puzzle panels throughout the game, and I was about 4 short of the total. But I felt like I'd seen everything that I'd had to offer from the game. Yeah, 523 does sound about right. Yeah, I think it was on 519 by the end of it, and like I say, some of them are just doors or puzzles that you can maybe solve in more than one way, and things like that. So since I'd done all the obelisk stuff, without saying how you do the obelisk stuff, I did do all the obelisk stuff, and I thought that was it. So yeah, I'll call that episode to a close. In fact, I might come straight back and do another area. Would you be all right with that? So I'm going to have to sort of pause transmission temporarily, and I'll come back and do another one. Okay, right. Anyway, let's bring that one to a halt, and I'll go in and do the next one. So hopefully I'll see you guys fairly shortly. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.